All right, what up, guys? So season 3 has it's been kind of pooey, but there were some nice like quality of life updates that they did to the game. They made it where like mystery chests and living still chests appear on the map, and they made it where we can salvage junk sigils now and stuff like that. So that's really good. Um, we need some more, gameplay changes and stuff, obviously. But um, my tips with this season more have to do with it was just lackluster. But as far as quality of life stuff goes, they did okay, but they need to do a whole lot more. So I figured that we could make a list of a couple of things that they could change before season 4. Now, granted, Blizzard doesn't watch these videos, but they're not going to know unless people start talking about them. So here I am. So let's get into it here. All right. So number 1 is enchant parameters. People have been talking about this for a couple of seasons now, but essentially when you're at the occultist and you are trying to enchant a new affix on your gear, I mean, we can talk about how crappy the way you enchant is, but if they're going to keep it the way that it is, they should make it where you can see the parameters of what you're selecting on the side of it. So, for example, like if you're choosing critical strike chance and it's 3% that you're going to click on, then it should say on the side in like parentheses, you can get 1.8 to 5% critical strike chance. So you know how good or bad that particular roll is. I'm really bad at trying to describe this, but there'll be a picture up on the screen here. Number 2 is treasure goblins should drop boss summons. So Blizzard's been saying that they're going to buff loot goblins, and they claim that they did it, and people are still complaining about it, that there's no reason to actually chase the treasure goblins around. And I think the simplest solution to this would just be to make them drop boss summons, because everybody wants, mats for Duriel, or they could even drop like exquisite blood, or whatever the season is. Like this season we got the ingenious cores or whatever. So I think that would be a good, like, easy solution to that, is just to make it where treasure goblins drop boss summons, because even if the gear that they have is crap, everybody wants those. So number 3 is kind of a weird one. So like everybody is trying to get 3 other people to do Duriel with them, and usually things go smoothly, but occasionally in Discord you'll get that asshole that just like wants to scam people and just leaves on his turn. And also you're trying to figure out like rotation order and all this stuff. I think it would be cool if they had a way to pretty much like everybody combines their mats. And so like say everybody walks up to like some kind of like vending machine looking thing. Like I know that that's not Diablo themed, but my brain's kind of farting right now. And everybody just kind of like puts one summon into it, and then when 4 people are worth in there, then it just summons Duriel 4 times, right? Essentially, when you get done with one rotation, it'll be like everybody click accept to reset the dungeon automatically, and then when everybody resets, it puts them at the beginning again, and then you just run through it, and nobody can scam anybody. It just runs through it 4 times. I think that would be a nice little way into the game, and it doesn't have to exactly be like that, but it would help with like, hey, who's going to go first? Hey, who's going to go last? Hey, that guy just scammed us. And that's going to lead straight into number 4, actually. I think they should just have a group finder built into the game. It kind of sucks going to Discord, into the Sanctuary Discord, and trying to find people to do Duriel and Malpheus and stuff like that. And it's, I don't know, everybody's just like looking for 2 more Duriel times 2 rotations. Boss, you have to put boss in there so things don't get deleted. And then, yeah, it's just, I don't know, they should just make it where like there is a group finder in the game. Number 5, this is one that we've been asking for since the game came out, and that's just a loot filter. I'll put an example up of somebody else's like makeshift loot filter they came up with. I put this in a different video, but it was a really nice way to do things. It's pretty self-explanatory though. We shouldn't be, I don't know, there's a lot of crap that like I don't like having to look through my loot anymore. It used to be fun, but like after looking at like 100,000 items, you're just tired of looking for the good stuff. You should just let it like select a 3 out of 4. Keep it in your inventory, and everything else just auto loots. And also being able to salvage without having to go to the blacksmith would be nice, but that's kind of asking too much, I think. Number 6 is what we've been asking for since the game came out, and that is aspect collection should be different. So like, you know how we have like in season 3 the way that you pick up like the stones for your little like pet robot thingy, and it just levels it up. They should literally just take that system and move it over to the occultist and put every aspect in the game into the occultist, and get rid of like getting them from the dungeons, like the base ones or whatever, and just allow us to put everything in there, and it levels it up over time, right? And that would get rid of us having to do like dungeons at the beginning of the season 2 to unlock certain aspects by default and whatnot. We just like when you pick up a really crappy one, or you pick and then you just put it into the codex, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. People have been asking for it since the game came out, but that would probably be the best thing they could do in the game. Number 7 is they should get rid of double lucky hit chance. I understand how it works, and most people, I think at this point, understand how it works, but it's still just like a why. Why do I have a lucky hit chance and then I have another lucky hit chance after I hit that lucky hit chance? They should just lower the overall lucky hit chance for characters and like skills and stuff. And then if you happen to hit that lucky hit chance that just your character has, then it'll proc anything you have on that has lucky hit on. I don't know. I think it's just really weird that the way they did it. Number 8. So this is not really like a quality of life thing, but like we need class and build balancing. Like it's super annoying that like right now it's play barbarian or you suck. All right. And then like if you want to play a sorcerer, it's like blizzard build only at the moment. And last season was ball lightning build and everything else sucked. They need to get it where like pretty much every single core mastery, weapon mastery, whatever like class you're playing, and like those builds, like all of them are somewhat viable to like go do a group Duriel with, right? Because like right now I'm playing Meteor and it's really good for like solo play through like nightmare dungeons, but like I can't really do shit to Duriel. I'm pretty much getting carried by all the barbs right now, which is fine. I'm making a build that's for vaults, but still it's like even if I wanted to, Meteor could never like solo carry Duriel or anything. It's kind of annoying. So they either need to up the rate of Forgotten Souls you get from salvaging legendary gear, or, and possibly both, take down the number of Forgotten Souls it takes for enchants from 2 to 1, like it was in Season 1. Because playing Helltides is, like, it can be fun sometimes, but for the most part, it's really annoying because they also need to make it where, like, you can do stuff like dungeons inside Helltides and things so that you can get Cinders and it not be, like, the most boring thing in the world. Because we already have to do this for like Duriel mats, which is fine and all, but like for the love of God, I'm sick and tired of running out of Forgotten Souls. Even though it's nice because the Helltide runs 24/7, that wasn't the problem for me before. The problem for me before is that Helltides were kind of getting boring. And last but not least, number 10, which is not important at all. It's not even really a quality of life change, but like let us dye our cosmetics differently, man. And also let us dye weapons, because I don't get why we can't do that. It would be really cool to have my sword match my outfit instead of there just being a bunch of random crap, right? And also like being able to dye specific colors of certain parts of clothes a certain way would help add diversity cosmetically. Again, not a huge deal. It doesn't have anything to do with gameplay, but I just like, I like my character looking cool, you know, and it's hard to make them look cool with the current system. But that's really it. Those are 10 things that I think that they could change to the game, and they're all, for the most part, small things that they could do. Class balancing being the biggest one, and the double LHC being kind of eh. But everything else is a pretty like small, minor change, in my opinion. Maybe I'm missing something here. But anyway, I appreciate anybody that watched, and everybody have a good, fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that generic YouTube stuff.